Hey guys, cool blind way back. I'm Aaron.
Eric. I'm Calvin.
Jesus, we're all here. We're ready to do some Good Omens.
Thought we were going to
here
go in
on
order.
episode 3. What order? What order?
Our table order.
There's no order. We're not at a table.
There is a stay-at-home order, which is why we're watching it like this.
This isn't an order. It's a time bomb.
It's the order of our Dungeons & Dragon credits. Aaron Elliott, featuring Aaron Elliott, starring Aaron Elliott.
Aaron Elliott.
So last time on Good Omens, we had some witchiness.
We had the number of the beast, which is also the number of a man.
We had
The end of times is one day away.
We had some witch findiness too.
We had a book of prophecy.
Which the witch was not finding us.
Which
had,
we had a man named Adultery.
we had a thunder gun.
We had a nail bomb.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of.
Which it doesn't really work like that, but
It does. Blew up. Nails went everywhere.
It does work like that, just like how giving guns to people gives more
No.
weight to their moral argument, Calvin.
Jesus.
No.
Calvin.
Don't make me get my gun,
You have
Calvin.
to-
You're
you
talking
have
Don't
to
make me get my
don't
gun.
know.
you have to
Put more weight
contain
on my argument.
the blast
No.
for it to build up the force. Otherwise, it just goes fizz.
Nope, I
and
started
it's
the
done.
video. I started it.
From what I hear, God's a bit tetchy. Wiping out the human race. Extort all of them. Yeah, just the locals. I don't believe if the Almighty's upset with the Chinese. Noah, up there, his family, his sons, their wives, they're all going to be fine.
But they're drowning everybody else. Not the kids. You can't kill kids. That's more the kind of thing you'd expect my lot to do.
That's so funny. Even he's like, that sucks.
He's like, "Damn, this is
Yeah.
terrible."
Anything called a rainbow. Promise not to drown them.
Oi, Shem! That unicorn's gonna make a run for it!
They didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh, you still got one of them!
I showed him all the kingdoms of the world.
Ah, in the desert.
He's a carpenter from Galilee. His travel opportunities are limited.
Ah!
What was it he said that got everyone so upset? Be kind to each other. Oh no, that'll do it.
That'll do it. Oh my god. Jeesh.
What the? Why is he? Why?
You know, fermenting. I'm meant to be fermenting peace.
So we're both working very hard in damp places and just cancelling each other out.
It is a bit damp.
I like the idea that they're canceling each other out, but like one of them can't quit. They both would have to quit
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
for it to still cancel each other out.
What you said would be inconspicuous.
Look at it.
Wow.
Those
To
pants.
be or not to be? That is the question.
To be! I mean, not to be! Come on, Hamlet! Fuck up!
That is nobler.
You are the 999th Aristo to die
Oh my
at
God.
guillotine by my hand.
Please!
He's looking at his neck.
No. Dreadful mistake discorporating me. Why are you here?
My lot sent me a commendation for outstanding job performance.
All this is your demonic work.
No, the humans thought it up themselves. Nothing to do with me.
But I took the credit.
I thought you were called aristocrat, huh?
Oh no.
Oh, they're gonna hang him. Or not hang him, cut off his head.
Dressed like that, he's asking for trouble.
I wrote it down. Walls have ears. Well, not walls, trees have ears. Ducks have ears. Do ducks have ears? Must do.
That's how they hear about the ducks.
Question. It would destroy you.
I have lots of other people to fraternize with, Angel.
Of course you do.
I don't need you.
Well, and the feeling is mutual.
Oh.
Obviously.
It's like Job.
Whoa, it just burned up in the water.
What was it? Her prophecy for 1972. Do not buy Betamax.
Betamax.
Oh my god.
No idea.
Pass it on to the Fuhrer.
These forms of prophecy will be in Berlin.
What is that lovely American expression? Played for suckers.
Yes.
Right, everyone, come on. Round them up. Rose?
Bit
Where
low on
exactly are
manpower.
you?
It is the Blitz.
Just shoot him.
We are all here.
Allow me to introduce Fräulein.
Oh no.
It's a double cross!
Hast den scheiß Kimpernhändler reingelegt. Gut gemacht, Liebling.
You can't kill me. There'll be paperwork.
Uh-oh.
He's here. Oh, hallowed ground.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to be in a church.
Oh, it's like... What are you doing here?
A German bomber will release a bomb that will land right here. If you run away very, very fast, you might not die. You won't enjoy dying. Definitely won't enjoy what comes after.
You expect us to believe that?
Demonic intervention.
And then a real miracle to survive it.
Use your miracle, Angel. Angel. That's like a Looney Tunes thing going on there. Did it make a zip at the very end?
I forgot all the books. Oh, they'll all be blown to...
Little demonic miracle of man.
Aww.
Lift home.
Such a good friend.
I can't have you risking your life. Not even for something dangerous. So...
Oh, he brought him holy water.
In that-
In a thermos.
Thermos.
I love it.
Is it actual holy water or is it just
I don't
water?
know. What if it's not? He would never know, right?
The holiest.
The holiest.
After everything you said.
Could be anything.
Could be coffee.
Perhaps one day we could, I don't know, go for a picnic.
Oh.
Dine at the Ritz.
I'll give you a lift anywhere you want to go.
You go too fast for me, Chris.
He does drive fairly fast. Is it the same car too?
It looks like
Yeah.
it.
What year
Still
is
got
this?
bullet holes in it.
This is 1970 something.
76, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
there it
the
is.
intro, Aaron.
Jeez, we gotta be like,
It's
I don't know,
28
like-
minutes in.
yeah, we gotta be like
Yeah,
halfway into
this
the
is
episode.
Halfway. This is like an anime.
That's crazy. I mean, I love it, but that's crazy.
Like, why even play it at this point?
Don't know as late as Red Dead Redemption though.
I mean, they have to have credits in there at the beginning of the episode, quote unquote. Aww.
This wasn't, insofar as the Hellhound had had any expectations, what he had imagined life would be like in the last days before Armageddon. He'd surprised the huge ginger cat from next door and had attempted to reduce it to cowering jelly by means of the usual glowing stare.
Oh, the cat got him.
350
Oh no.
years. So stupid.
Just like Izuma.
Yeah.
Are you a witch? No. I'm an occultist. Oh, well, that's alright then.
That's all right.
So, what colour's my aura then?
You don't so much have one.
He's zero.
Because he's hidden. Yeah.
You said everybody's got one. I don't know, and it's an art.
Bunch of conspiracy magazines.
It might have helped Anathema to understand what was going on if she understood the very simple reason why she couldn't see Adam's aura. It's for the same reason that people in Times Square can't see America.
Because his aura was so big.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Jeez.
Well, it may have been a ruse. A ruse. And the actual Antichrist might be, somewhere else.
Look, she can see all the auras. Hello, pink man.
Is she looking for the specific aura of the beast and it's just going crazy because it's all over the place?
I wonder what the colors mean.
I don't know.
Wonder what color I am.
Tadfield is a perfectly respectable village. If you're coming here to smoke your fatty spliffers and bimble off to
What?
Voodoo land and to go elsewhere.
He loves hunger.
Famine.
He loves people not eating enough in fancy restaurants.
Chicken froth on a reduction of broccoli gel with a mushroom
God.
foam. And the chef recommends that you have this first.
A completely artificial dill pickle.
The shake doesn't contain any actual food content either.
Help you to lose weight, hair and kidney functions may cause anal leakage. Enjoy your
Anal leakage.
Jeez.
They always
Hey,
sneak
the
that
deli-
in there.
Here's the delivery guy. I would hate anal leakage.
The measuring scales, finally. I'm flying to England.
I'll let the jet know. When are you returning?
Who knows?
I'm
Cancel
not.
all my appointments.
For how long?
The foreseeable future.
Ciao.
Chow, TM.
Chow,
Not to be
TM.
confused with food.
I could pay for my own petrol. This village, it wouldn't be called Tadfield, would it?
How did you know that?
Be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Heaven does not have blood on its hands.
Oh, no blood on your hands. That's a bit holier than thou, isn't it?
Well, I am a great deal holier than that. That's the whole point.
Even if this all ends up in a puddle of burning goo, we can go off together.
Huh.
Go off together?
How long have we been friends? 6,000 years.
Friends, we're not friends.
You're friends. This
The
is like
demon said
Shakespeare.
you're friends.
Nothing whatsoever
It's
in
like Romeo and
common.
Juliet.
I don't even like you.
Yeah.
You do.
Even if I did know where the Antichrist was, I wouldn't tell you. We're on opposite sides.
We're on our side.
There is no our side, Crowley.
Well,
Aw. He's really hurt.
Yeah.
have a nice doomsday.
He's gonna go home and take it out
Yeah,
on the
they're-
plants. Damn it.
They're both hurting.
Eric, you take that back.
He's going to. He's gonna hit his
Don't
plants.
you? Don't you?
No, he's not gonna hit them. That would damage them. He's just gonna make them feel bad about themselves.
He's gonna make him shake a little bit.
Shake a lot.
Brilliant.
Dude, he's gonna start bettering the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like instead of doomsday, he's gonna fix stuff.
I mean, I don't know
Get
that
rid of-
taking away nuclear plants betters the world.
If he adds in something better, gets rid of the poison of the earth. I mean, he makes the weather do what he wants it to without knowing.
Yeah. But like...
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's just, according to our indicators, nothing's producing them.
Oh.
Oh my
See, that's
gosh,
better.
it's free energy.
Looks like a sherbet lemon.
What?
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
candy.
What?
There's a candy.
Are those like
Wait,
his rosemary beads?
What? Rosary beads?
Yeah, that one.
Rosemary beads.
I was like, shit, I don't know that.
Ah, dang it.
I thought I was a
That
good
was-
Catholic, huh?
That's good.
All right. Well, that was. I think I agree with the idea of just watching, Crowley and Azrael.
Aziraphale.
Aziraphale.
Watching them just like go through time or just talk
Yeah.
or just do things together. Like
They're
there's this-
so good. Their
the
chemistry
characters
is
are fun.
perfect.
I love
It's
it.
so good.
Although, I don't really understand what changed Aziraphale's mind. Like,
What do you mean?
he seemed to want to work with Crowley in order to find the Antichrist and postpone this thing, but he changed his mind, and now he's working with Heaven and not with Crowley. And I missed what the switch was.
I think he's afraid of Gabriel too much.
No, I think the original idea was that they were both going to not make the Antichrist so bad, right? Like they were gonna both be there and try to like check each other out. That way, the Antichrist wouldn't destroy the world, because they didn't want the world to be destroyed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then whenever they were trying to figure out where he was, I think he's looking at it as more of like, now Crowley's in trouble and he needs to not be killed, so he needs to do the bad stuff and find him and correct things. But Heaven is also on the idea of the earth has to end, and Hell's on the idea that earth has to end. And I think he's like stuck in a place where he's worried of what Crowley will do to make sure he saves his own self. Which Crowley's talking about killing the guy.
I mean,
I
he
don't
was
know.
talking about killing him before, though.
Well, not when. Like back when they thought it was the son of the ambassador?
Yeah.
I think, before they decided to, like, raise him together and try to, like, even him out so he's not all evil and not all good. Like, he mentioned, like, it'd just be easier to kill him or something like that.
Well, yeah, but wasn't that for the angel to kill him because he said he couldn't? Like,
I mean,
the angel
yeah,
doesn't
that
want
was
to
the
kill,
idea.
right? So I don't know. I think he's just stuck in this middle ground of like the world's gonna be ending, and he wants to stop it, but he doesn't know what he needs to do. Heaven wants to end. Hell wants it to end. He doesn't want to kill anything. I don't know.
I mean,
I think
he
that's
wants
where
to do the right thing despite what Heaven wants, if that makes any sense. Right? I mean,
he's having the moral dilemma
Yeah.
of whether, like, to trust his own judgment or to trust Heaven's judgment, because they don't line up.
And I
mean,
think he... Go ahead.
I feel like he's had that moral dilemma for 6,000 years. And
He has.
he usually works with Crowley in order to circumvent it, but now he's not working with Crowley, and I don't understand why.
Well, I think it's just a matter
before-
of how big this event
Yeah.
is. Everything else has been like slightly
been
smaller. Like
small
they were
stuff.
on the side of Noah's Ark, and they weren't like directly responsible for things. But here, he feels directly responsible for what could be the end of the earth. You know?
And whereas before it was like a little blessing over
Yeah,
here
nobody's
in
gonna
this
check up on
place,
us.
and
For this
gotta
is so
do
important,
this or
they
that.
definitely would.
make people go see Hamlet. You know,
Yeah.
like that
I
stuff
mean-
wasn't like big world-ending kind of events, maybe, and maybe this is just so big. The
Well-
thing I will say, like just going through and seeing just little nods to different things throughout time.
Yeah.
The Noah's Ark thing with like the unicorn tossing. You got one of them. You know, like
Yeah,
I love that kind of stuff. That's so good.
It's also interesting that all of them are so comedic, but when they show the crucifixion, it's still violent and terrible.
It is.
Yeah.
The unicorn thing, I'm not sure who came first. This book, if that's in the book, or The Far Side, because that was a Far Side joke a long time ago as well with the, like, well,
I'm pretty
there
sure
go
it
the
was-
unicorns.
It was
I mean,
Far Side. It's been
Yeah.
a joke through
Yeah.
media.
But
for a
I'll
long time,
always remember the Far Side comic.
It's like the lions and the leopards got
Yeah.
hungry, and it's like, damn it.
But
Okay,
I especially loved the little shout out they made because, you know, and a lot when you have these kind of conversations with, like, you know, especially young Earth creationists, and they try to date these things and prove like Noah's flood was 5,000 years ago. Here's the wood, we found it on a mountain, like that kind of thing. And one of the things that you come back with is like, well, was it a local flood or was it a worldwide flood? It's like, well, the Bible says it's worldwide. It's like, well, the Chinese, who has recorded history at that time, seem to not notice. So they threw that in there. That was pretty funny.
I like the local little toss in. And
Yeah.
Australia, you know, they're fine, and just
Yeah.
going through all the different places that it didn't affect.
Yeah, that was funny. But I mean, me and Aaron have both said it now. Like, just I love every moment of them just going through history and talking. Like, you know, the French Revolution one. You know, I loved that because he was using too many miracles, they were starting to notice, so he couldn't save himself to get out of prison.
It was
So
interesting,
you
too,
know?
how they, like, threw in mythology in there as well. Like, they threw in King Arthur.
King Arthur, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, I saw him in that armor, I saw the date, I'm like, that's not right. But then he was like...
that can't be right.
Yeah.
But then he was like, oh, I'm one of the knights of the round. I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I love there where they're kind of like, well, we're both here in this damp place, canceling each other out. Our work is null.
Yeah.
Why the hell are we here? Like, I
We
like
might as
that a
well
lot.
not do anything and not be in any damp places.
Yeah, they might as well just go and enjoy themselves and not cancel each other out. So I like the idea there a lot. I'm wondering two things with what this episode gave us is one, what's going to happen with the holy water? Is it really holy water?
Yeah.
You know, I would, with the idea of it being holy water and can kill him, I imagine you get that and you don't open it until you need it.
Yeah.
But does that mean it really is holy water, or is he expecting him not to open it because it would be dangerous?
Yeah.
So it's just nothing, you know?
Like, I wonder if he expects to use that on the Antichrist.
I think that's the way it's going to go. Like, Aziraphale expects him to use it on himself so he doesn't have to, you know, lose
Suffer
what
eternity.
Earth is right now. Yeah. But I think he's going to try and use it on the Antichrist, but there's going to be no bad parts of him left.
Yeah, because it's
So
similar to
it's just gonna
the
be water.
Hellhound, right? Like the Hellhound who forced himself into the shape of a little dog. There's being in that shape changes him a little bit, and then like being forced to go into that place, like it took a little bit of hell out of him. So what they're trying to, in my opinion, what they're trying to say is that it's a lot about their environment. Is how that, you know, it's not just nature versus nurture. It's maybe more nurture and how you're raised. So if this kid is raised here versus being raised with the politician, maybe he won't be that bad of a guy. And maybe if you threw holy water at him, it wouldn't do anything.
Well, and saving the world thing, too. I imagine a lot of this prophecy stuff that they have, like this information might be in that book. And what she's doing is unknowingly saving the world because she has found the kid and she's showing him, like, bad things and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he's looking at bettering the world.
Yeah.
So I think she's doing what she's supposed to do, but she doesn't know she's doing what she's supposed to do.
It would be funny if, like, the reason she lost it was like, prophesied.
Yeah.
But then, like, if she had it and was trying to, like, interact differently because she had knowledge of future events, then it would have messed it up.
Well, it had to have been because there was also the prophecy of the angel reading the book with hot cocoa and everything. So it might not have been that she foresaw the book being left in the car, but she did foresee the book leaving possession and going to an angel.
Yeah.
So
like
there's a little bit there.
She has the whole book memorized, right?
I don't know.
I mean, they showed her memorizing things, yeah.
Yeah. Like the cue cards and not cue cards, but the flash cards and stuff.
I don't know if she has the whole book, but yeah, she has
it's
some
curious.
knowledge
Like,
of it.
is when it comes to prophecy in this show, is all prophecy true? Is some of it false? Is some of it true? Is none of it true? We can clear out that none of it's not true because the what's going on right now with the Antichrist and all that stuff, that is a prophecy from the Book of Revelation from John. So is it God's will that what's happening right now is that the actual plan, and was John wrong about it? Like, I wonder where the limits of prophecy and what is right and wrong is, because can you put the Book of Revelation from John on the same level of this book that seems to have no incorrect prophecies so far? Does that make sense?
You're saying the Book of Revelation being prophecy? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I mean it is supposed to be.
Yeah, so far it really only seems like her book is the one that is correct.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, there was stuff that you were talking about with like the other books, the ones the Nazis wanted and stuff, had some, but this one is a very rare one that has I think only been correct. Whereas some of the other ones I think have had correct things in them, but also been wrong maybe from the way they talked. I'm not sure.
From the way they talked, they said, yeah, we know about all these books. What we're really interested in is the one with the correct ones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the other books may have some correct ones in it, but like they
Revelation
know this one is not wrong.
Revelation had the number of the beast, literally. So I just wonder, like, because this show seems to be narrated by God. Are the things that are happening and the things that are going, the characters are deciding, is that God's will? Did the Book of Revelation get it wrong, or is it right? And it's about what actually, seeing the events happen after to be able to be like, hey, yeah, that works, or something like that.
With that kind of idea too, you could also be like, well, is what Crowley and Azrael or whatever are what they're doing, is it what God wants?
Exactly. Is that God's will?
Is this all part of God's plan of that, or are they really going rogue and not working with heaven and hell? Or
because Gabriel and Michael and then the other demons, they have an idea of what should happen, but is that really what should happen, or is what's happening be what should happen?
Yeah, like, is everything how it should be to begin with, or is anything wrong? I don't know.
So do you guys think that through the efforts of our main characters, like, all this is going to be postponed, or do you think like it's going to happen, or do you think it's going to happen but the consequences will be different, where like maybe angels and devils come back together again instead of warring?
Like the war is resolved.
I could see that happening, because I kind of see the witch and the witchfinder possibly getting together and ending that feud they had. Whatever his name is, Pulsifer.
Yeah. Newton Pulsifer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had the mention where Gabriel said about we were at war before Earth, and nothing was really resolved. So maybe part of what this is going to be is a
resolution
of that war, and like maybe somehow, it doesn't end the Earth, but maybe it brings Earth and heaven back together in a way or something. Earth or heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Like brings them back to not being at war or something. I don't know.
Or
it could go more that way.
Or it just destroys the Earth. Right? Because God destroyed the earth with water, and then he will destroy the earth with fire. As it is prophesied, Aaron.
Or maybe everything isn't going to plan, and it's like a Monopoly board when you lose. Just
yeah, like, it's, with showing the scene of, the crucifixion, like, even the angel and the demon are sitting there like, I don't know how this is the plan. They're sitting there like, I don't get it. So it's been shown before that angels and demons maybe don't understand what is meant to be, Yeah. Maybe it'll happen
They keep saying,
again.
like, believe in the plan. The plan is, like,
yeah,
everything that's happening, but I don't think they know, like, the steps.
Yeah.
Or, like, the bullet points, They're just...
Yeah.
Everything that's happening, they think is the plan.
Yeah, it's like, to put it into context that I definitely understand, it's like how the Jedi Council view the Force versus how Qui-Gon Jinn views the Force.
Yeah.
One is the cosmic Force, but the other is the living Force.
The other thing that I'm curious about, too, similar to the holy water, is the sword. This is the second time we've had the sword mentioned.
Yeah.
That he
and
gave
or
to Adam.
seen. Like, is that going to be something that comes back up again? Because in the first time we saw him with the sword and we saw him give it and he's fighting the lion and stuff. And in this one, God's asking about it. And all he really says is, oh, it's got to be around here somewhere. And then God goes away. And then at Noah, he's like, you gave a sword away. It's like, God never really mentioned that again. So I'm wondering if that's going to be something where it comes back again in the later few episodes to save them, to help them. I don't know.
At some point, we're going to have the flaming sword versus the thunder gun.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I imagine we might. I mean, that gun, that's gun on the mantle, as close as you can get. It's just sitting, you know, like what are they doing?
It's in like half the shots in the Witch Hunter like barracks.
I believe we're halfway through this season now, aren't we?
We are. This is episode. We just finished episode 3, and there's a total of 6 episodes.
So, all right, I'm curious to see where we go from here.
There's so many places we could go.
We've
gotten here already.
I definitely feel that way. I get so much pleasure out of like that little cute dog with the red eyes being like, you know, it's so funny.
And the cat just batting him away.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, great. I think that's going to be it. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Good Omens. If you want to see the next one, you can right now over at patreon.com/blindwave. Full length is there as well. Should be sure to check it out. We just hit 500,000 subscribers, so make sure that you are one of them and hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks, guys.
It would already had to have.
One of the next 500,000.